Are we about to see the downfall of professional sports? Is this the first domino, whether it is the NBA, the NFL, the WNBA? There has been a lot of talk about the absolute atrocious officiating, and is it connected to gambling, which of course is big time money? And I've said this repeatedly. I've said this over and over and over and again, whether it's individual players like LeBron James doing commercials, it is the league being sponsored by DraftKings and FanDuel. This is a terrible look. Even if nothing is going wrong, this is an absolutely terrible look for these leagues. There should be no look like this of the possibility of corruption when it comes to gambling, and to be taking the kind of money they are taking from these gambling, these sports books, these apps, whatever you want to call them. It is just a bad way to do things. And now we have this. We have our first arrest. We've got the NBA breaking. Portland Trailblazers coach Chauncey Billups has been arrested by the FBI for alleged illegal gambling. Sources tell Shams. Tell Shams. And then we also have this breaking. Miami Heat player Terry Rozier has been arrested in an FBI sports betting investigation per ESPN. And I wonder, we just had the opening of the NBA. I'm wondering if they did this. The timing of this for the arrest was to get maximum coverage since the NBA just opened, where they could have maybe done it in the offseason. I don't know. It looks like it's probably been an ongoing, long investigation. And so, of course, people are saying, hey, you know what? This doesn't surprise anyone. The NBA, and this is what I just said, the NBA and every sports league promotes gambling heavily with partnerships and ads, but they're surprised when players and coaches mess with the integrity of the game. It's gotten out of hand. I don't know if they're surprised. I don't know if we're surprised. I think this doesn't surprise me at all. Gambling has ruined pro sports. Wouldn't be surprised if players in every game and every sport are aware of spreads and their personal props and have people around them betting accordingly. And that's what I've said. It has been taken to another level with look, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, well, gambling should be outlawed and no one should be able to gamble. But what I am saying is, with the evolution of the technology, and you have the apps and we all can bet, it's all in the palm of our hand. And because of technology, you can bet on absolutely everything pretty much in real time. What's going to happen on the next play? So and so is going to hit a three, right? You can do all this type of betting. It absolutely has an impact, I believe, on how games are officiated, how players play. Again, if you know that there is a bet on you to get 50 yards in a game, above 50 yards, you get someone, the game plan, you get someone who maybe is not directly connected to you, and you have them place a bet. And then at the end of the game, you've got 48 yards. You're like, coach, man, give me the ball one more time, even though the game's already been decided. Are we saying these things don't happen? Are we saying officials are completely immune? We already know. And I can't think of his name now off the top of my head, but we had that issue with the referee in the NBA. We already know that officials absolutely impact games with how they call things, even if it's just because of dislike of a player's. You throw in gambling and the way that we all have it in the palm of our hands to be able to bet on absolutely anything, it is a formula for disaster. And the big one, the NBA is big, but obviously the NFL has been one too. And we look at the calls that are made. And what is crazy is now you get all these prop bets, like I just said, whether somebody gets 50 yards or, things like that that can be impacted. But also when you're talking about scores and point spreads and how officials can impact things early in games that might not seem like that big of a deal. And I've talked about that. Oh, I think I read that one. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if players in every game and every sport aware of spreads. Okay, so I talked about this and going back to the WNBA, which a lot of you are fans of, and I've said this in terms of impacting games with officials, and you can connect it to gambling. You give a player like an Aaliyah Boston, it's happened to her repeatedly. You could do it to a Caitlin Clark. You give them two fouls early in a game, ticky tack fouls that you probably normally wouldn't call, but you give them those fouls early in a game, say first quarter. That greatly impacts. Now you're obviously not determining the outcome, but you're greatly influencing the outcome by giving a great player two fouls in the first quarter, because that changes everything going forward in terms of the amount of time they play, how they play when they are out there, and so forth. And people might not look back on it as that's a big deal, but it is a big deal. And man, anybody who gambles a lot will tell you every little bit they can get, every little edge they can get that can give them a better chance of winning their bet, they are all in on it. So this is going to be interesting, paying attention to this, see what happens, see if it spreads to other leagues. I'm going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for checking out this video. As always, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Go have the day you deserve. I'll talk to you later.